We found a hidden property tax doubling the bills. It happened to 3 families in the same Markham neighborhood. Now they say they can barely keep up with the payments, and the I-team wanted to know who could be to blame. It's known as pin slamming, when 2 property index numbers are linked to one home, and it may not always be disclosed in closing documents.
Keeps me in the hole constantly.
The slam is doubling Irving Merrick's property taxes,
And I'm paying for 2.
From about $5,500 a year to $11,000 a year.
It's actually the worst case of pin slamming to date that our office has ever seen.
The I-team brought his case and others to Mario Reed, an attorney from the Cook County Recorder of Deeds office.
In order for him to not lose his house, he's going to be slammed with over $26,000 worth of taxes.
Here in this Markham neighborhood, county leaders say that developers put many of the homes on 2 different lots. So when some homeowners get their tax bills, they discover their annual property tax bills doubled. Some paying anywhere from $6,000 to $12,000 a year, all for homes valued under $200,000.
And I found it out at the very last moment.
Weta Jones is Merrick's next door neighbor.
I do not want to lose my home.
Her real estate attorneys and title company told her about the 2 pins in advance, but she says she didn't realize her taxes would be $12,000 a year until she was at the closing. Why didn't you pull out of the deal?
Again, because all the money that was invested.
And the listing shows the taxes to be about $6,000 with 1 pin. PNC Bank, which sold her the home, says it's committed to responsible business practices. We looked into this and we started putting additional controls in place to ensure the real estate brokers we work with are disclosing pins appropriately.
Put a lot of my life savings down to get the house.
Just down the block, Calvin and Juanita Hodges are also struggling.
When you're kind of retired and you're on a fixed income, you know, it don't come easy.
Their annual tax bill is about $6,500 a year for 2 pins.
Well, sheriff delivered papers saying that my house was being sold for back taxes for a pin that I didn't even know about.
Michael Monaco, the developer who sold the Hodges their home, had 2 pins on his warranty deed, but says he thought they'd been combined to 1 parcel of land, and that the 1 pin on the contract matched the title search. Monaco says he's helping the Hodges to file a claim with their title insurance company. As for Merrick, the Recorder of Deeds office says that First Merit Bank also recorded a foreclosure deed with 2 pins, but sold it to him with 1. The bank didn't get back to us. The county assessor's office says title insurance companies should be held responsible.
A title company should find a number of things, the easiest of which is multiple PIN numbers. It's not unusual for a house to have 2 PINs, and you can find it easily. I downloaded these documents from the assessor's website. It took me about 4 minutes.
Hodges used Chicago Title Insurance Company, which didn't get back to the I-team. Greater Illinois Title Company, which covers Merrick, says a land property survey was not furnished by the buyer or the seller, and saying they knew of a discrepancy in 2015, but a claim was never filed. Frank Pellegrini is a member and past president of the American Land Title Association. Should the title companies be finding multiple pins?
They're in a position to examine and determine whether there's multiple pins. There are instances where the property description is complicated, and sometimes that extra pin might slip by.
Can't trust the seller, can't trust the title companies. Ultimately, you really have to trust your attorney and yourself in ensuring that you're protected.
Homeowners may be able to appeal their assessment to eventually reduce their tax rate. You should always ask your real estate attorney to order a plat of survey to find multiple pins before you buy. Now, we have more video on our website showing how you can avoid this problem. It is much more common than you may think. Really? Could be happening in other neighborhoods.
Hey, if you like that video, be sure to subscribe to our ABC7 Chicago YouTube channel.